How to build emotional intelligence. So the tool that I want to discuss with you today comes from the book, The EQ Edge. It's a great book if you're interested in learning more about emotional intelligence. But the name of the tool is the ABCDE Chart. This chart is extremely helpful for day-to-day or weekly use so that you can reflect back on moments that you had during that week and again help you to build emotional intelligence. So what I'm going to do is show you the different columns within this chart and break them down for you and how to use it, and hopefully it can help you. So as you can see, the 5 different columns across the board, first we're going to start with C, the consequence column. This is where you're going to write down your emotions and your feelings that you were having and what behaviors accompanied them. So you might write down, I feel sad, I feel worried, I'm upset, pessimistic, whatever it is that you were feeling about that emotion or that moment that you're trying to recall. Then moving over to the left, the second column that you're going to want to fill out is the activating event, or the A column. This is where you will write down the incident or the activating event that seemed to have triggered the situation in which made you feel all of the feelings that you just wrote down in column C for consequences. So moving over to column B, this is where you're going to write down your beliefs. This is where you'll write down the almost easily overlooked self-talk that was triggered by the activating event. So see if you can pen down what went on in your mind right after the activating event. Again, this is your self-talk. So you're going to want to recall what your mind was kind of telling yourself back and forth while this event was happening. Next, moving over to column D, this stands for debate, dispute, and discard. This is where you will write down all of the arguments against your self-talk. And to help you do this, you can ask questions to yourself such as, where's the proof? Or are there any alternative, more logical explanations to explain the activating event? Also, you could ask yourself, have I ever been in a similar situation before, held a similar belief, only to find out that I was wrong? So this is going to help you write down again all of the arguments against your self-talk. And now moving over to column E, last but not least, this is the effect. This is where you're going to write down the effects of filling out all of the other columns. And it's going to show you how debating and disputing and discarding your self-talk shifts your understanding and your beliefs about the activating event and consequently your feelings and behaviors. Now you can use this chart every day or every week. I try to use it every week or every month to kind of recall certain events that happened to see if I can sift through my own self-talk and understand, become more self-aware about what was going on in my mind so that I can reflect and make better, more emotionally intelligent decisions later on. And if you have any questions at all, please always feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to discuss it. It is my favorite tool to use, but I'll also put a link below that will help you to see an example of what goes in each of these columns. So with that, I hope that all of you can use this tool, find it helpful, and ultimately build your emotional intelligence.